This video is about pore minimizing primers. If you are struggling like I am with enlarged pores, then this video is for you. You don't want to miss watching it. Past couple of years, I was experiencing that my makeup wasn't going on as smooth as it was before. And so I've been kind of experimenting with different pore minimizers and products that can minimize the appearance of pores. Couple of tips you want to remember. After you cleanse your skin and use your moisturizer, that's when you want to put your primer on. But before you put your primer on, you want to wait 5 minutes to let all that moisturizer and sunblock to sink into your skin before putting on the primer. That way it works more effective and it covers all your pores really well. I just put some primer on my finger and just put it right over where I have enlarged pores. What you want to do is just swipe a couple of times to make sure that it covers all your pores. What you want to avoid is rubbing it into your pores, because that's just going to lift the primer off and it's just going to roll under your fingers. It's not going to be very effective. So just swipe a couple of times like this to smooth it out and just let it dry for a minute. Then go over and layer foundation over that. If you're looking for high-end primers, definitely go to Sephora and ask them for sample size, because you don't want to spend too much money on different primers and have it not end up working for you. So the best way is to get sample size, and they're very willing to work with you and give you samples at Sephora. They're very good at that. So you want to make sure that you test that out before you find the right primer. And anyway, it's fun to go to Sephora and look for products anyway. So if you're a makeup junkie like myself, you have no problems going to Sephora and taking the trip down there and getting some samples. It's fun stuff. I'm gonna show you what has been working for me, and hopefully you will find something that will work for you. And let me know in the comments below if you find something, or if you are using some of the ones that I have mentioned in this video. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know what works for you too. First high-end primer that I started using ever, it has been my Too Faced Pore Minimizer. This is called Prime and Poreless. It is a really great primer for minimizing pores. It mattifies too, especially I use this in the summertime when my skin is a little bit more oily. It's working great. I have really been using this a lot. So this primer has been my holy grail. For the longest time, it was my holy grail. I still love it to this day. It works really well. It goes on really smooth, and it has the best, it feels really soft and smooth on the skin, and it kind of melts into the skin, but it covers, it kind of melts into your pores and it covers up really well. It even does a nice job covering up fine lines and wrinkles. So I do put it on my forehead too. It runs for about $30, I want to say, $30, $32, and you can get it at Sephora and Ulta. This primer is called Porefessional. It's by Benefit. I've been using it under my foundation. It's been working with my Too Faced foundation because it's more of a thinner foundation. It's been working with the thicker ones too. It does a really great job covering the larger pores on my cheeks and around my nose area, and I do put it on my chin area too. I would say it's a little bit thicker than the Too Faced primer, and it goes on really smooth. It melts into your skin and makes your skin feel really soft, and it does do a really great job at covering pores. 2 years ago, I was looking for a drugstore primer, and I went to Target and I was looking through their primers thinking, okay, what can I buy that would be a good product? And I didn't really know what I was looking for. I just knew that I wanted to cover up the pores. And what drew me to this product, this is by Garnier, was the name, 5-second blur. I actually had no idea what this was gonna be about, but because of this 5-second blur, I was sold on it. So I took it home and I tried it and I was blown away. I actually did a comparison between this and the Too Faced Poreless, and they're very comparable. This was about, I think when I bought it, it was about $12 to $16 if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I bought it. So it's instant smoother. It says instant smoother, and it really does instantly smooth out and blur out anything, any imperfections. Some days I even prefer this primer under my foundation over every other primer that I have. So if you haven't if you haven't seen this, or if you haven't tried this, I don't know why not more people are talking about this, because it's a really good primer. If you are looking for drugstore, this is a really good one. I definitely recommend this. You don't want to pass up on this. It's a really good product, and it lasts you a long time. I mean, I was using this way before some of the other products that I was using, and I still have some in there that I can use. It's probably gonna expire. I might have to replace it, but I still love it. Okay, now the next one I'm gonna be talking about is a drugstore too, and I had been using this product for about 2+ years. It's almost, I actually started using it before the Garnier. So I had been using this product for a while, and I absolutely love it. I think I wanna say it definitely surpasses some of these high-end products that I'm showing you. It's a really good product. I feel like this is such an underrated product, and more people need to talk about it because it's absolutely amazing. It's the L'Oreal Studio Fix. Actually, it's called L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base, and I bought this at CVS. This is probably my 3rd or 4th jar. The only problem I have with this is that it feels like I go through this so much faster than any other primer. It comes in this small jar, and it looks, from the looks of it, it looks like you have a lot in there, but in reality you don't. And the only thing I really don't like about this is the fact that I have to put my finger in there to get it, and once you get to the end of it, you really have to get your finger in there, and I really don't like that. And I don't know, I just don't like that. I prefer it being in a tube where I can squeeze product out of it, or in a stick form where I can put it on. But that is nothing compared to what this product does for my skin. It is absolutely amazing. I want to say when I put it on right now, if you could see my pores on my hand up close, there is no pores, and I have pores because you can see it on this hand. I have pores, but here once I put it on, my pores have disappeared. Like it's really magic. When it says L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base, it really is a perfecting base. When you put it on, it makes your pores disappear. I mean, it looks like I have no pores, and I'm not exaggerating. This is really amazing. It is a little bit higher price than some of the other drugstore primers that I own. I think it's about $15-16 depending where you get it. I get mine from CVS, and I bought one from online one time too, to be able to get it for less, but I haven't been able to get it anywhere less than, I want to say, $13. So that's probably the least you can find this for. But if you have coupons and things like that, you could definitely get this for a lot cheaper. I have mentioned this in my past favorites, so if you're looking for a drugstore, I definitely recommend this one. Okay, this was sent to me by Dermalogica. I had no idea that they were making primers, and I got this, and I really fell in love with this product. It's called Hydra Blur Primer. It goes on really smooth. It's non-greasy. It's very lightweight. It actually brightens your skin when you put it on. It makes everything blurred, and it works really well with foundations. Again, for any kind of primer, you have to try it with different foundations to find the right pairing with your foundation. This is kind of like a silicone base, but it's not really, it doesn't go on thick, but it really does minimize your pores, and it minimizes the appearance of fine lines. It does a great job. I'm not sure how much actually this costs because it was given to me. I have tried it a few times. I don't reach out for this as much though. I don't know, for some reason I feel like the Garnier and L'Oreal and the Porefessional works really well on my skin. I don't reach out for this as often, which I should be. I should test it out more, but I wanted to mention it here because if you are looking for a skincare brand that is making pore minimizing primers that I found to be helpful for my skin, this is a really nice one to try. There are other ones that I have tried that didn't do what they claimed, or it didn't look like it was minimizing the pores, so I didn't even mention it here. So anything that I'm mentioning here actually worked on my skin. Even if I have it a couple times, I'm still gonna mention it because I want you to know what's out there. Okay, so there are now 2 primers that I recently found, and I fell absolutely head over heels 4. This one, and I bought this at Ulta, I want to say last month. I bought this at Ulta, and I found it by accident. I actually had seen this, and I already had the Porefessional by this is by Benefit as well. So I already had the Porefessional, and I'm like, what else is a primer gonna do? I don't need another primer. But I was walking around at Ulta. I was just kind of, sometimes I go to Ulta to kind of, I don't know, pass time, just for fun. If I want a relaxation, I don't know. People go to spas, I go to Ulta. I have no idea how that happens. I swatched it like 5 times because I couldn't believe how full coverage this was, and how it just took away my pores, and how it took away the fine lines. It just felt like I had the smoothest canvas to put foundation on. I was like, $30, do I really want it? But because it just made such a huge difference when I was swatching it, I got it because I wanted to test it out and put it on my skin and see how it looks on underneath foundation. I absolutely love it. I'm wearing it right now. It just looks so good. I even like putting it all over my cheek because I have texture on my cheeks because of previous acne scars. And so when I put this on, it just feels like it makes it smoother. Even though you can still see the acne scars, I feel like the pores have minimized so much. It comes in a stick form, which I really like because you can just directly put it on your skin, and it really minimizes the fine lines and wrinkles too. Again, I bought this at Ulta, at one of my adventures at Ulta. I saw this on the display, and I saw a picture on the bottom of this showing a before and after of this girl that had really large pores, and then one next to it that had absolutely no pores, and it looked kind of like, it was so unreal, it kind of looked photoshopped. Let's be real, I was kind of skeptical about this. And it says that it creates satiny smooth finish, minimizes appearance of enlarged pores, can be worn over, under, or without makeup. I really did see a minimizing effect of pores. I even saw a minimizing effect of fine lines. It kind of blurred those fine lines out. So I really do recommend this pore filler by NYX. So that was an overview of some of the pore minimizing primers that I thought that you would find useful. I hope that you find this beneficial, and that you find some primers that you can find that fits your skin. With this list, now you have a start. Leave your comments in the description box. Let me know what primers are your favorite, and if you have been using any of the stuff that I mentioned here in this video, let me know what your thoughts are and how you're liking them, so everyone can benefit from it and hopefully find the perfect primer for their skin. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I upload weekly, and I will see you in my next video.